All right, let's take you back to the Oakland Coliseum for full highlights here. LaDainian Tomlinson and the Chargers looking to make it 12 straight over the Oakland Raiders. LT, incidentally, with 9 100-yard rushing games against the Raiders. Richard Seymour, he suited up for the Raiders after joining them just 2 days ago. Jamarcus Miller Russell to Zach Miller for a gain of 30 here. And then it's Michael Bush. And Charles, not a lot of people talk about him, but if his leg wasn't broken after his coming out of Louisville, he would have been higher than a fourth rounder.
Yeah, he probably would have been a first rounder, and he really announced his presence at the end of last year with a big game with about 177 yards to end the season.
How about Richard Seymour, Coach? It's unbelievable.
How do you get off the bus and have a performance like that? Those sacks and pressuring him, and 6 tackles, yeah, he was in the backfield. Every time Phillip was dropping back, he's running that ball all the time.
We do not see this often. LaDainian Tomlinson hit by Greg Ellis. It was Tomlinson's first fumble in his last 993 touches.
Yeah, when you say ball security, I just put a picture of LaDainian Tomlinson right next to it.
All right, second quarter here, Darren McFadden is stripped by Stephen Cooper, and Cooper recovers. And Tom Cable says, guys, you're killing me right now. Chargers ensuing possession here, and it's Rivers from the shotgun to Antonio Gates, who gets down to the 1. And LaDainian Tomlinson took it in from there to tie the game up. Second Raiders possession now. And it's Russell to Lewis Murphy. Who is this kid, Charles?
It's a rookie out of University of Florida. He's a guy who grew up late in the process during his career at Florida. But he thought he had a touchdown. But the rule says you what, Coach? You have to possess the ball all the way to completion of the play.
On the ground.
And he's on the ground. Ball would come out. Yep. Not a touchdown.
All right, so they settle for a field goal. Game though still tied at 10 at the break, third quarter. Raiders from their own 35, and it's Russell to Zach Miller, who was right open. It's a gain of 25 yards. And on the very next play, McFadden. Oh, a little razzle-dazzle to Johnny Lee Higgins.
Who's this out in front?
Look at Jamarcus Russell.
Look at that. He threw one block. He threw another one at the end. Look at Jamarcus. Throwing a block on Eric Weddle, number 32. Very effective. And that felt so good. He said, give me some more. And he went after another one.
Moves the crowd and led to another Raiders field goal, 13-10, fourth quarter. Same score. It's Rivers to Darren Sproles. This man was hit with the franchise tag in the offseason, making some $6+ million. And he is delivering for the Chargers. Rivers now to Vincent Jackson, who does a nice job of coming back for the ball.
Well, he back-shouldered that ball for him, too, didn't he? And really turned the corner around. What a nice throw.
All right, Raiders now trying to make something happen. This is Jamarcus Russell on a quarterback sneak. He picked up a first down, but he was injured on the play. Sean Merriman falls on top of Michael Bush. They both land on Russell's leg, so this was not good. He limped off, and Bruce Gradkowski came in and replaced him, but Russell came right back, and this was a big moment for the young fella. He hits Johnny Lee Higgins there, who was drilled by Eric Weddle, hard-hitting safety for the Chargers. But nobody's going to hit Lewis Murphy here, Charles.
4th and 15, Coach. Looked like it should just be standard quarters coverage.
Well, they were. It was quarters, a safety. Receiver made an excellent outside move. Safety dropped off of him, lost him, and he snuck in behind. That just can't happen. That's all in that player.
Raiders on top 20-17, 2:34 left. Maybe too much time on the clock for Phillip Rivers and company. That's Legadou Nane for 23 yards. Later in the drive, Darren Sproles on the draw. Chargers on top 24-20 with just seconds left, and they hold on. They escape on the hair of their chinny chin chin. Phillip Rivers, 24-36, 252 yards and a touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, incidentally, it was not in for that final drive. An interesting choice there, and they stuck with Darren Sproles all the way. It worked, and the Chargers are winners.